Sorry guys, shocking there. Didn't realise it was still muted. Thank you for in the comments. I was mainly having a bit of a head fit around how the software wasn't working at the beginning, and the screen had froze, so I had to restart it. And then in doing that, I forgot to flick the audio on. Hopefully everyone can hear me now. Let me know in the chat log if you can hear me now. Always an amazing start. Forgive me, I was up very early and travelling for nearly 3 hours to get back before this, so I'm a little bit bleary-eyed. But yeah, so this stream's basically going to be running through the brand new Season 1 servers, which you can join me just by, as you saw at the beginning, you just kind of click the world icon in the top left before you log in, and you can click Season 1 servers. And if you join server 1402 and choose to spawn up in the Blue Mountains off of Rodwaith, you will spawn with me. So yeah, we're checking out the new Season 1 content and seeing what it's like. Season 1s in the past I think have always been a bit ropey. For a while they had kind of War of the Ring kind of style servers that didn't really represent what the wider game was like. So hopefully these new redesigned Season 1s are more more in line with what we'd expect from the game. But a lot of people have pre-registered to come and join me and my team. I'm a little bit late for server start. It started about an hour-ish ago, but I don't think that's too bad. So yeah, we're just going to kind of crack into it. Looks like there's a lot of cinematic and kind of guides to begin with, which is always useful if they're going to be Season 1 servers to walk through new players. So getting some kind of conversation with a dwarven soldier. I assume at some point it's going to start our keep and we'll be able to get into the important stuff. I'm never a huge fan of all these cinematic things, but I understand for new players it's probably quite important to get engaged with the game. As long as it teaches them how to play, then I'm kind of all for it. I'm wondering as well how generous Season 1s are now as well in regards to, rewards for participating in the game. Can you get tier 3 commanders, for example, which I think is the most important thing, because otherwise when you come out of Season 2 and you go into bag end and campaigns, you're going to be way below the power curve. So hopefully the game's fairly generous to try and get people in Season 1 and 2 up to the level required. So we still don't have a keep at the minute. It's kind of going through march mechanics to begin with. You can hear a little bit of background noise. My dog's having a wonderful time with his toy in the background. Head to the dragon's lair and seize the ring. Interesting that their kind of first combat experience is against a dragon, which kind of, is a fairly, it's not really part of the main game, is it? Rather than kind of weekend events to try and get gear, rewards. So interesting they've chose this to be the kind of first combat you get rather than fighting against something else. This is interesting. The ring is in this heap of gold, yet the place swarms with... Oh, so this is kind of like a mini game kind of thing. Not sure what I think about this, because again, this just feels like a... Hopefully there aren't too many of these, because these do feel like a little bit of a waste of time. Why can we not just march on tiles and take the tile? Why do we have to play a mini game first? Visually it's good. I think visually it looks very nice, but hopefully they're not bringing this in the main game. I don't want too much kind of filler, basically, taken away from the main game. So how many of you guys in here at the minute? Are many of you playing this server at the moment, or are you choosing just to watch for now? If any of you are playing along with me, let me know how long this kind of intro part drags on for, because I kind of want to get into the bones of the game a little bit. Eliminate the orcs. Okay. Hopefully this means we start with Gimli as a commander as well. That would be good, having a kind of tier 2 commander straight out the gate. Already playing in about 5 minutes more for me. Okay, not too bad. This is, yeah, a little bit long for my like. Kaz started the home clan because I'm an hour or so late due to travel. Which was very, very useful. Welcome everyone in the chat, by the way, Chris and Kiri. Hopefully I pronounced that right. So we're picking up Faramir as well. Does this mean Gimli and Faramir are going to be our 2 starting commanders? Hopefully so. You know, it's not a bad selection there. Faramir's pretty poor, but Gimli's very good as a tier 2. I wonder what would happen if we chose the other ones. I'm assuming if we chose Rohan, we would have picked up Theoden, for example. Said it right, don't worry. Good. Oh yeah, Chris. I know. I know. I thought I'd get Chris right. Okay, cool. So our first commander recruitment, we've now got Faramir in as well. It's a bit long, this mini game, and doesn't really represent a lot of the main game, unless they're going to have more of these kind of within the game, which, you know, will be interesting. But it does seem kind of bloating to the actual game, if you know what I mean. This is very visually nice, but it is a little bit bloating, you know, because this game can take up an enormous amount of time. I'm not sure we need things to help it take even more time. Oh, surely that's Faramir dead. The troll literally just landed on him. I watched it happen. No, he seems fine. So we're trying to seize the ring from this dragon's lair, which is interesting. I assume it's our ring rather than the ring. Cool, ring skills. Oh, that's interesting. So the ring skill bar is now more in line with... so this kind of design of the ring skills has come into my Ring of Power server. I don't know if it's in all other servers at the minute, but it's interesting that that's now in this as well. So that's good. I have to do a little bit of a ring skill guide so people can take a look at it in the future. So I had a keep that's now been scorched completely. Wonderful name, of course, Tactician 829166. It's got a real ring to it. Blame not myself. We just attacked the dragon's lair and now the dragon's burnt people to death. I think that definitely is our fault. Could we just build our keep and get on with it? Come on. How do I zoom out as well? We seem... Is it just me, or does it look like the game's incredibly zoomed in? I want, like, widescreen. Give us a settings menu. I want to get in and see the leaderboards as well and see how people are getting on. I imagine King Under the Mountains currently, I bet he's been on since minute 1 and a little way ahead. Savage Worm and a minion. He's now invaded my lands, wreaking havoc. Does that mean I have to take him down? Can we start building and stuff yet, or do we have to attack straight away? Looks like they want me to attack straight away. Okay. Off you go then, Gimli. Pre-registration rewards. I've got a few speed ups coming through. And that's about it. There we go, that's defeated. So we have to activate the ring ability. Time control is the first one. Okay, we should do that. And then build the conscription post. So we can enter the building menu. And let's just fly through as many of these as we possibly can. Might as well get them done as soon as possible, as we know we're going to need all of this. Dwarves, of course, are very good starting units, so I'm not complaining about starting with those. Apothecary, of course, we want before we march. Main hall. At some point we're obviously going to hit a resource barrier, but until that point I'm just going to kind of fly through all these things, to be honest. There we go, there's our stone barrier. Now hopefully we can absolutely fly through these chapters. So what do we get for finishing chapter 1 of season 1 server? So we get 50 reputation, or similar to affluence I think, or reputation for our ring. So we're going to hopefully go up a ring level or 2. We get 100 gems, that's gone away, some resources, and then some kind of half price token by the looks of it. What was that? Oh, I can't go in my items menu to check. Merry and Pippin, right, flying an Erebor banner on eagles. It's an interesting decision. Oh, so we get Merry and Pippin straight off the bat as well. So we have Faramir and Merry and Pippin. Hopefully we have Gimli as well, but both of these are pretty useless. Though I think Merry and Pippin can be built to be, you know, a relatively weak healer, but reasonable for a free-to-play season 1, if that's what you're looking for. What was that 50% off token? Reduction of the cost of purchasing a monthly bundle within 7 days. Interesting. If anyone is looking to pick things up, I assume there's a season pass within this season, or you're looking to buy gems or anything like that, I do have my creator link down in the description. It's quite easy to put in your server and your unique ID, which you can find by going into here and then clicking your person. Your UID will be in there, and then you can log in, and if you purchase through there, quite often it's cheaper in most currencies. So yeah, save yourself some money using that. I'm probably going to stay reasonably free to play. I might buy maybe the season pass, depending on how enjoyable this first bit of the season is. But we finished chapter 2 as well. Bunch of resources, another 100 gems, as well as 50 ring reputation, and some more speed ups as well, which is great. On to chapter 3, unit development. Should we be? I think I should be kind of clearing this mist at the same time. I don't know. Can I upgrade? There we go. Upgrade that to do bigger chunks of mist, because that's otherwise this is going to take us forever. Investigate. You heard something strange in the mist. Take a look now. Oh, so we get 300 more soldiers. I don't know if we're at our barracks capacity, actually. I'm hoping not, as I have been building barracks the whole time. Level 3 Durin Quarter required. I don't really want these, to be honest, but I imagine we're going to be made to get them. Cool. 19,000 stone to do the next upgrade. We'll probably get that as a result of clearing all of these. Obviously making sure we're not hitting storage capacity at any point as well. Still haven't got the leaderboard option. Oh, have I joined the wrong realm? Oh, am I in completely the wrong location? Where am I? Where has it spawned me? Ered Mithrin. Where am I meant to be? I'm meant to be Blue Mountains for Rodwaithway. I think I am in the right place, aren't I? Or was that up this way? Maybe I'm too north central. Where does it say? Does it say where home's currently located? Hopefully it's not in the wrong place. Kaz, if you're here, if you could accept me in, I'd appreciate it. Drop him a direct message. Anyway, in the meantime, we'll just keep going on with what we've been doing. So, we've done lots of building, so we should fly through these chapters. What else do we need to do? We need disperse the mist 5 times, conquer 1 camp station with level 2 mobs, and level a commander to level 4. Okay, so what we got at the minute? So we do have Gimli and Faramir together in a formation, and at the minute we only have 2 commanders per formation. Okay, let's keep going with this then. So I'm assuming we should get the option to clear or fight these mobs in order to continue at some point. Another 500 dwarven footmen, 300 more, some more ring affluence. Oh, there we go. So there is a mob spawned right there. We can just march straight over. All our commanders assumably are basically level 1. Yeah. Cool. Faramir level 2. Of course, this was just because of our first march. So we have double stamina. I assume that's for the first day. Draw duration minus 80%. Oh, that's good. So we have different day 1 bonuses in this server. That's interesting. Soldiers' death rate under 50%. That's something they took away for most campaign servers. So that's great to see that that's come back for this season 1. So you will lose less soldiers when you fight within the first, first 24 hours. Draw duration minus 80%. That's a very interesting one. That's great to see. It will save us a lot of time. Otherwise, it seems very, very similar to the usual day 1 campaign bonuses. Oh, so I don't have to march. I have to literally occupy. Okay, I wasted some stamina there. We have that menu back. It was actually quite useful. There we go. Develop a commander skill once. Okay, there we go. Do the same for Faramir and take his rush skill. Grab the chunk of resources again and just keep flying through these. What have we got then? So main hall can get going. Do we just speed through this? Why not? Again, just going to keep doing this till I run out of resources. I don't know at what point we can do that time speed up, but while we've got speed up items, might as well use them. Just progress as quickly as possible early on. Commander's Chambers. This is army limit and affluence. I'm not that interested here. We want the market as soon as possible. But at what point do we get more armies as part of our... more armies added to our formation? Because of course currently we have 2. How do we get above that, basically? I don't know if it's probably a ring level, I think, actually, now I think back to it. Let's take a look. I think it is a ring skill, if I remember rightly. So tier 2 conscriptionals, command arts, number of formation in your army. Yes, so we have to get to ring level 10 before we can have 3. So it's going to be a little while yet, I think. So we might as well just carry on with 2. Right, what's in the store for season 1 nowadays then? Payments over top-up Nettie's website does not work. Is that using Nettie's Pay? Does that not work? Does it? How come? Because I made some recently on my main account using PayPal, and I think that worked fine. But I logged in just by putting in my UID and server. I know sometimes logging in through Nettie's can be an issue. So what bundles are available? So we can get Aragorn straight off the bat for 99p. I think that's a reasonable offer, to be fair, if you are willing to small spend. Getting another tier 2 commander in, a decent damage dealer, as well as a little bit of gear as well, and a stamina potion. That's probably useful. Top-up bonuses. So this is, if you spend, you'll get additional bonuses here as well. So you'll get a little bit of fortitude set, which is always handy. There is, of course, a season pass, so that'll help you get Theoden. Of course, Theoden not being the best commander, but still pretty decent. And then a lot of gear within the advanced and elite passes, which will help you proceed. Medals abound. Basically 5 Mathams worth between the 4 Mathams and 400 gems, again for 199. Not a bad decision at all. A pretty decent deal as well. Standard stuff in the daily discount, and then you can get half price on the monthly bundle, which usually is probably one of the best things to pick up outside the season pass. And getting 50% off is pretty decent as well. So we'll probably pick up 1 or 2 of these, but I'm not going to spend anything massive on this season 1 until I'm sure that it's fun and worthwhile playing. But I will check that out and see what the issue is with paying over Netty, because I've reported that to them before, because a few people have struggled. Logged in with my user ID, got charged with credit card, but no items in game. Can you drop me a line on Discord and I'll follow that one up? And if you have the receipt, that'd be amazing. Because that definitely needs looking into. Oh, be honest, I probably should be reading these. Just kind of clicking through. There's a lot of bloat in this season 1. Like, it's a lot of things to interact with that don't really add a lot of value, to be honest. I don't want to be doing all this clicking. I want to be, you know, occupying tiles and things like that. It's not actually giving any guidance on, you know, you should be occupying this tile, you should be doing this. Instead, it's just kind of giving us big chunks of resource for clearing some mist and clicking some buttons, which is a little bit dry, should I say. So we don't actually have any gear yet to put on our commanders, but we'll just keep going through. We do have one whole Matham, which is wonderful. So what's the chest in Season 1? Journey Departure Special Offer. So you do still get the free open. I'm assuming we do get a half price open for the second one. Which commanders are in here? So you have Gandalf the White, of course, probably the meta commander at the minute. You have Dane Ironfoot, again, very, very meta. Galadriel and King of Men, pretty mid, but still not awful if you do pick them up and get hold of them. Radagast the Brown and Treebeard, unfortunately, being the poor end of those. So if you'd be praying that if you do get a tier 3, it'd be one of these 4 above. But tier 2s, a few decent ones in here. Aemir, Legolas, Gimli, Gandalf the Grey. And then for tier 1s, you're pretty much just looking for Dwalin, I think. But there's no wish list now, so it's kind of luck of the draw. Let's see what we get. Oh, I've got to go through this silly animation. I've got to turn it off. But a Faramir manuscript, so that gets his respect up. Of course, using him at the moment as he's our only commander. We do get a epic invite. Please be Dwalin. Of course, it's Ori. Of course, we get Ori. Not one we're going to be looking to use, which is unfortunate. But another commander anyway, so we can now make 2 formations by bringing in Merry and Pippin as well. What are Merry and Pippin's skills? Do they have any useful ones that synergise well with our Gimli? Because we might actually swap out Faramir here, because we could buff Gimli's attack pretty hard with War Chant. Of course, Harfoot's isn't particularly useful. Palantir Scryer is reasonably decent for using him as a tank. And Hobbit Adventurer's pretty pointless, to be honest, as it's a unit support skill. But War Chant and Palantir Scryer together could make him a useful support, at least for Season 1. So we might look actually to replace these. The problem is Faramir is now our first respect level 1 commander, so he's going to have the majority of damage skills at the moment, or a lot more skill points. Right, more of this clicking through stuff. Main hall, commander's chamber. Ring reputation level 5. We'll follow that up in a moment. Oh, we finally unlocked the leaderboard so we can see where people are. So there's a lot of people on here, a lot of home. We've got Bane. Is Bane the other? What have we got? So we've got home at the top. We've got KUTM being King Under the Mountains team. Home, of course, being my own team. Bane being the Sons of Durin. Not sure if that's... So it's in a Nedwaith. Is that... If anyone knows whether that's kind of like a sub-team because Home's full, or whether it's a sub-team of another... one of the other creators, that would be great. So are these all little individual events? Okay, so rescue the caravan, difficulty 2 stars, and we get some manuscripts for Merry and Pippin to get them up a respect level, and we get some gear as well, and Commander XP and gems. Do each of these do that? So 100 gems here, no manuscripts. Here, gear again, no manuscripts, but resource. Very interesting. So it looks like we'll be able to get their respect up. Right, events tab. What have we got in Season 1 events? You'd hope that with it being a Season 1, you'd hope this will be flush with events. It looks like there's plenty to go through. One for logging in each day, so we'll take the day 1 bonus, giving us our first few pieces of blue gear, with an agility set, with a round shield, unit defense can come in handy, and a broad axe, which is good to see. Increased commander attack, so that'll be useful for Gimli. Looks like day 2 we receive Arwen as a commander, again having a T2 is always handy, but day 7 actually looks pretty valuable. Frodo and Sam obviously serving as a pretty good tank, so yeah, not bad for a free entry getting a tier 2 straight off the bat. Winter battle plan, so it looks like we have to participate each day, and eventually we'll get Legolas. Legolas is a great pull to get, very strong tier 2 commander, so yeah, that'll definitely be handy. So what have we done today? We've got log into the game for 1 day, chunk of resource and some gems, reputation level 3 times, some more gems, complete the main task chapter, yep, done that, join a fellowship or warband, check, and then we have occupy 3 pieces of land, conscript 3 times, and then complete some of these trails, which I think are those events in the caves. Hopefully in another 10 to 20 minutes the fellowship will be level 2, so eventually we'll be able to have more players. Yes, it's a little bit frustrating that we've got so many people that we've got to join the server, and then we're kind of limited by fellowship numbers. You would have hoped that with so many people pre-registered we'd be able to just chuck them all in one team altogether, so hopefully that's not too limiting, but eventually we'll try and get everyone in. I think the fellowship size is 200 people in this server, so we should be able to get most people in, hopefully. If we're over that, we might have to look towards getting one of the second fellowships leveled up as well. Anyway, next event, Blessings of the Mire. Mythic commanders are here to lend their support. Deploy them for free this season. Okay, so a tier 3 commander, do we get them? It says free trial, which suggests that we don't get to keep them for the season. We don't get to keep them, it's just temporarily for this season, which is mildly disappointing. Of these 3, so they're all pretty mid as well, if I'm being honest, or more on the poor end. Treebeard is probably the worst of the 3. Radagast is the best support with his healing skills, and Thranduil, probably the best of them, has a little bit of damage in him, so I'm actually going to take Thranduil, I think. Go and greet them now. So there we go. So we have Thranduil, but yeah, he's on a season timer, so we only have him in season, and when the season ends, we'll lose him, which is interesting. Not sure on that decision. What would be the harm in a new season 1 just giving someone Thranduil right out of the box? Those 3 commanders are so not meta that I don't think there's any risk if they just gave them permanently, not in season. I get that they might think that loses value, but I think that would be much more generous, because people like Thranduil's not great. Like, what would be the harm in just giving them that? It's not like you're giving everyone Gandalf the White and Dane straight out the bat. Land of Abundance. So this is affluence rating, which is done through affluence is kind of how many tiles you possess, along with your ring level. So getting high in here, you do get some pretty decent rewards. As you can see, rank 1 being 5,000 gems and 10 Mathams, which that'll be quite a big deal when it comes to season 1 particularly. 10 Mathams is a big deal. Humble Beginnings. Assemble and fight for Middle-earth. At the end of the event, you can obtain corresponding rewards if your fellowship has the specified number of members. Well, I'm already trying to join home, so once we're in there, that will be fine, hopefully. Hopefully Kaz can drop me in, and then we'll work out handing over the leader, basically. Red Book of Westmarch. Oh, so the Red Book has come back. And it looks like if you complete those events, you get more manuscripts for Merry and Pippin, basically. So we can keep getting their respect up. Why Merry and Pippin? Why not Dwalin or someone similar? XP switch, not interested. Keep obtaining more chests to open to get mythic commanders. Is that just the usual? It is just the usual, isn't it? 100 opens to get mythic commander. Okay, so there's nothing really special there. NGP event. Become a NetEase Gamer premium member for 200 gems. And then there's share your view for War of the... Okay, there's basically there's not actually as many events as I was expecting here. I thought there'd be a lot more participation rewards, but we move. Right, let's try and look to occupy... Or let's do some of these events, actually. Let's see what we get. I don't know if we're wasting too much stamina here doing these and not picking up tiles, but there's only one way to kind of find out. Might as well test in a season 1. And let's see if we've progressed at all on our season pass. Looks like no, because we've got a lot of weekly challenges we need to pick up. Of course, if we bought the premium pass, we'd be able to do those straight away. Oh, actually, we did level up once. We get some more Faramir manuscripts, or one Faramir manuscript. Theoden manuscript, if we buy the season pass. Is that a full unlock? 500. It is. So we'd get a Theoden unlock. Right, let's explore this. So that's our team. Okay, let's see what we do. I'm assuming this is going to be another one of those cinematics. Yes, looks like it. So we have to save the caravan. I hope there's not an absolute ton of these, as again, I think that'll just be really bloating the game. Whilst it looks visually, looks pretty decent, it's not thrilling, and it doesn't really represent what the game's like once you get into Bag End and the campaigns. So I don't really see the point of these. I don't think they're particularly engaging, at least at the moment. I don't know what everyone else thinks. Cool. Caravan rescue. Is that we done? There we go. So we gain a lot of respect for Merry and Pippin, getting them up to respect level 1. Bunch of XP, gear. That's a point, I haven't put any gear on our main team, so maybe we should pull them back and look to do that. So we got another level as well in for Faramir. So he now gains the second level of Rangers of Ithilien, which is Commander's formation gains initiative in the next round. So that would give Gimli initiative as well. Faramir does look like he's got a reasonable support actually for Gimli as well, so we might keep him in there for now. I'm wondering if Thranduil is probably our best damage commander. Because his stats look pretty good. His level 5 stats, you'll see, are higher than Gimli's, or the same in attack and defense, but higher in focus and speed, and that's just because he's obviously a level ascended, being a mythic commander. So I'm wondering if he should be our kind of like main team, but I think I'll pair him with Merry and Pippin and kind of go from there. For now, we'll just get some weaponry on our commander. So we'll put the broad axe for now on Gimli, and then on Faramir, let's put this ranger's dagger. So we can just change this around. So we could have Thranduil and Merry and Pippin like that. We have some eagles as well, which is interesting. So there we go, then we've kind of got a second team running. Right, what level of tile can they take? I don't think we've actually taken a tile yet, have we? We've just done these caravan rescues. So we have taken some level 2s, I suppose, which we're done with no issue. Can they take a level 4, level 3? Level 7 army. Level 12 army. Okay, let's go for... Or is there a level 4 tile or something like that? Something in between. Okay, right, let's search for a level 4 tile, see what we get. So it says it's manageable, but of course our commanders are not the strongest, so it's not always the best way to judge. Right, Mirkwood Vigor on Thranduil. Physical damage to 2 enemy formations each round, or there's a damage evasion for elves. Well, I'm not using elves, so let's go Mirkwood Vigor on him. And we'll start with War Chant support skill on Merry and Pippin. So it says I'm in other realms. Maybe I need to relocate. I think as soon as I join, I'll get moved into those other realms. Oh, on the map. So it looks like there's an on-map event. The Battle at the Fords of Eisen. This is interesting. Okay, it doesn't want me checking out that event, evidently. Kind of directing me away from it as soon as it possibly can. And our Gimli's return back. So we took that level 4 tile pretty easily. Didn't lose too much. Level them both up to level 8, which is great to see. So production-wise, we have 1,715, which actually puts us in the top 50, which is interesting. And I've just realised we're maxed out on grain, which is a bad place to be. We never want to be wasting resource generation. So let's use our market to resolve that issue. Let's barter some of that grain into stone, maybe a bit more. There we go. And now we can go on another building spree. So we need level 4 Durin's Folk. Speed through that again. We should. So we need to do unit promotion in order to get the Durin's Folk. Okay, let's promote our ring then. Level 5. To be honest, I completely forgot we're there. Almost there. Okay, home is open. Is it? I'll join that in a second. I think I've got a request in place anyway. So unit promotion 2. Oh, is that what I need in order to... Okay, that's frustrating. So I can't basically build to get tier 2 dwarves until I hit ring level 8. Is that the case? Yes. It's a frustrating barrier. Okay, right. That's built. It's the last thing we need for that chapter. Claim the rewards. Let's try and zoom through these chapters because it appears to give experience. So we can level up our ring that little bit quicker if we fly through these. 2 more mist dispersions. Ore and grain tributes. No, I don't want to join that fellowship. Kaz, add me into my own fellowship. I'm assuming it's going to relocate us as soon as this happens. I think it said it will move us close to the fellowship. Oh, I don't want to conscript. I'm okay. Let me back out. Right, grain and ore tribute to level 3 and disperse some more mist. Right, let's do those. Mist done, and there's chapter 7. So more ring done. Barracks, upgrade storage to level 4. Okay. Conquer 1 camp station with level 3 mobs. Okay. And activate clairvoyance. Okay. Not sure why I need clairvoyance, but I'll extract. Do I need these ring points? Let's save ourselves some speed ups and take time control as well. Yeah, I think it doesn't matter which region you pick, as I think that when you join the fellowship, it relocates you to be near the... Why can't I click off this? There we go. Okay, so I've been relocated, which I assume means that... There we go. So I'm now relocated on this side. So when you join your fellowship, you then get relocated to the nearest area. Awesome. Few different fellowship rewards we can pick up early. Right, try and work out how to hand over control. Because I think what needs to happen then is I think I need to be promoted to one of these officer positions and be the sole officer. And then when Kaz resigns, it should then promote me to leader of the fellowship, I think. And then I can reassign the kind of leadership roles, I think, and re-officer everyone. So hopefully we get that in and done. Right, a bit more damage for our Gimli here. It's always a good thing. Right, what was it we were doing? Joining the fellowship kind of threw me off here. So chapter 8 complete. Again, a little bit close to filling our storage once again. We're just trying to fly through these. What ring level are we now? 7, so we're nearly there. And we have some kind of long worm coming out. The minions of the dragon have trespassed upon our lands. The hour to strike back is upon us. Defeat these drakes. Level 6. What do we get? Oh, we get a purple gear chest. Don't mind if I do. There we go. Let's send upon this. So what are these? These are the targets we have to set. Okay. Which I will do when I get in. Right, have we got our settings menu as well yet? Because I really would like to zoom this out a little bit. I don't know if it will. Okay, it requires a restart. Maybe we'll. So we're already on wide, so that's interesting why it's so zoomed in. Feels like it's way more in, whereas normally I'm at about this kind of distance, but that's a bit better, I suppose. So let's go and fight this longworm and see where we get to. Scatha has come to my realm. Wow, that's tiny writing. They need to boost this up a little bit, but I'm going to skip the cinematic. I wish there was a couple of things they need to bring in just for quality of life, in my opinion. There should be just kind of like an autocomplete button. You know, if those who want to engage can do so, but I wish there was a button you could click and the game will then precede you kind of through it, or just like a simulate button where it will decide whether you've won or lost and tell you there on the dot. It will definitely make your life make people's life a lot easier, rather than having, you know, constantly to do this clicking around when you just want to play the actual tile game. Because I think there's going to be quite a few of these kind of cinematic features, so it'd be quite good to be able to skip over them if you wanted to just engage with the actual main game. I think that would be a really useful feature. The other thing I think they should bring in is like an auto sweep feature. It's something that I've realised is so valuable from playing the Age of Empires mobile game. There's like a feature you can click. You can choose which formation to send out, and it will just sweep mobs of the level that you designated without you having to do anything. So it will just do it in the background. And that's just a really valuable feature, I think, particularly good for like leveling commanders. It would be in this game, and kind of like second and third teams, while you focus on taking tiles with your main team. It would be incredible to be able to send out sub teams to just sweep and get grain, etc. So yeah, we'll see. Hopefully something like that could come in the future. I will definitely suggest it. Right, we have to defeat Scatha the Longworm, which looks like we're going to from the way we've started. Although actually we're down on half health already. Are we about to lose this? Genuinely, I think we might be about to lose this. Or is it preset that we cannot die? Okay, it looks like it's preset that we're guaranteed to win, judging from the fact that our health bar has been at 1% for the majority of this this fight. Cool, so Treasures of the Longworm unlocked. Let's skip through this. What do we get? That's the main thing we wanted. Free people's random exquisite equipment. So we get one piece of purple equipment, which would definitely be useful. And that 200 affluence as well. Hopefully takes us to ring level 8, which is what we've been waiting for. We can now pick up unit promotion. The Wrathful Dragon, 24 hours. But we want unit promotion. And the reason for that is it allows us to continue on. And now we can get tier 2 troops, which is what we've been waiting for. So let's get those going as soon as possible. Awesome. There we go. How are leaderboards looking is the real question. So similar people at the top. James IG, the top from home. Good job there. A lot of home players on here, which is great to see. We're actually at 46th, despite that we started an hour late. That's not too bad. Lots of good commanders on here. Of course, we've got a load of Thranduils and Treebeards from the free season commander. There's an Arwen already, which suggests that's a Matham pull. Yeah, there's quite a few tier 2s here. Ooh, apologies for the background noise, especially to headphone users. I think the dog heard the post. So actually, Arwen, that might actually be the same way we got Gimli. I think if you chose the Elven faction, I'm assuming it's Lothlorien, you probably get Arwen instead. And I think Aemir is if you choose Rohan rather than Theoden. So actually, Rohan would be another good choice to get an interesting one. Why are there multiples of the exact same player here? Oh, it's because his commanders. It's all in the same team. That's throwing me off there. Home top fellowship at the minute, which is great to see. So what tiles have we got around here? So we lost all of our tiles as a result of relocating. Oh no, we do still have some. What level tile can Gimli take? He is level 9. So what level tile is near his level? I'm assuming it's a level 4 tile. Again, I think. So cool. Let's get some ore tiles then. I think we're meant to be participating with more of these events. So eliminate the Great Spider, level 8. More gear, so we get 300 XP for this. How does that compare to what we get for tiles? So we get 800 XP from tiles, which, you know, it's more valuable basically for us to take tiles at the moment. But then that gear could very much come in handy. Doesn't look like we have any spare gear left over, so we'll just use this main team for now. So I don't know how important it is to try and complete each of these. That's the one question. I guess the gems will be very valuable, getting the 100 gems at a time, because it allows us to open chests and get, you know, more likely to get good commanders. So we probably should be picking these up as much as possible. As far as gem usage goes and how we can kind of best use our gems, you want to make sure you always have enough gems to get that second half price, you know, the free chest and the half price chest every single day. You don't want to let yourself get so low you can't pick up that half price chest, or else you're just kind of losing free value. You know, you're losing basically 200 gems a day's worth of Mathams. So let's take another level 4 tile. What's this here? A knife in the dark. That's an interesting one. So level 10 this recommends, which we have, and we could get a scale mail with might and 300 gems and a ton of other gear. That might be one that's worthwhile our time with Gimli and Faramir over here. Why do they march back after every tile? Maybe I have something turned on here that I need to turn off. Graham, yo, I've played any RTS for months. Kind of missed the grind of the game. I was in Sith in the mega server with Chaos Home and UTTP. That server was that was one hell of a server with a lot of really big teams at the time all playing. Glad to see I'm still grinding. It's good to have you. Thank you for tuning in, Graham. Yeah, that was a great server, that one. Another kind of mega server, which hopefully there'll be another one coming for a few teams in the future. But it's going to be a bit different to this season 1, which is definitely a bit of a slower grind going on. Right, are any of these very low level events? Level 6, level 8, and level 8. So we can't really use Thranduil and Merry and Pippin yet. So that's a level 7. And that's a level 7. Will they lose if I do this? There's only one way to find out, I guess. Their stamina's sitting there at maximum until then, so we might as well drain what they have. How much experience do we get for this? It's 800 experience, so it is kind of at the level that Faramir and Gimli were getting from taking tiles, so actually we're not wasting too much by doing this, I think. Hopefully Thranduil succeeds here. He does. And we get a nice big level up on Merry and Pippin as well. It's probably bad that I did that, because I did that without them having any gear on. Wasting a little bit of potential there. But we don't actually have spare gear for them, so the only way to do that would have been to recall Gimli. And we don't want to do that because we want to get this scale mail. I wonder how far we're off offering level 10 as well. We should probably be flying through our chapters really to prioritise ring 10, and then we can take bigger tiles much sooner. I'm going to skip through these cinematics just for the sake of time. Oh, so we're at Weathertop at the moment. I wonder if these are area specific. You know, being kind of near Weathertop in our region anyway, and everyone might get different ones, or if these are the same for everyone in the server regardless of location. Okay, right. I assume we're meant to go and get whatever this is. Can we just dodge these enemies altogether? So we pick this up and our movement speed's increased. Can we just run past them, or do they auto attack us? Oh, go on then. Let's save ourselves a ton of time. Oh, there's things coming. Can we just run past them? That'll save ourselves some time. Rather than doing the little fights, just run around them. Oops, I should probably take that. Is there anything else? No. Fight against some kind of wraiths, and then I assume we're meant to be coming up here. Frodo being attacked by the Witch King. Okay. Aragorn going to do it for us. Can we actually play at some point? Okay. I don't see why I'm needed to interact with this. There should definitely be some kind of auto function. Like, it's pre-deciding what I do anyway. So... Oh, am I meant to be down here fighting these? I suspect I might be. Yeah, I am. I'm just leaving Frodo and Sam to die down here, I think. There we go. Okay, do we now fight the wraiths? Okay, this all just seems so kind of meaningless. What are we doing? What's the point? I get that it's trying to give you cinematics that represent the situations from the film, but it's just bloat. As I said, it's just needless interaction that doesn't really give you anything. It needs a simulate function really badly. Right, head to the exit. Let's go. With the Witch King guarding it. I wonder if we can just fight these and walk around the Witch King. That would be handy. Oh, but yeah, welcome everyone who's joined the stream. If you wish to interact with chat, feel free. I am answering queries or anything like that. And if you want to join, feel free. It's season 1, so if you're free to play or not, feel free just to jump in. If you've got a little bit of time, you can create a new character on the login screen and just join as a season 1 on server 1402. And then if you look to spawn in the kind of northwest of the map, you'll spawn near me, and you can come and join my team. Feel free to do so and come and interact. I'd happily have you. So if anyone's interested, feel free to jump in with me. I think a lot of players are going to be free to play on this as it's season 1. So feel free to join and just have a little bit of fun while we stream and joke around and have a bit of fun ourselves. Cool, so we unlocked headgear for Gimli as well, so we can put on a Might Old Cask, which is nice. Oh, we're not inside a structure, so actually we cannot put on the Might Old Cask yet. Winter battle plans. We've conscripted 3 times. We've gone 1 up on that. What do we need to do? We need to occupy 2 more pieces of land, and then we need to complete these 2 caravan trails, which it recommends you being level 6. I think we can now start doing these with Thranduil and Merry and Pippin, so let's give them whatever spare gear we've got lying around. Problem is, all of these is going to have a cinematic thing like that, isn't it? And I don't want to do them. Cool. Oh, I need to change my name. Fair play. Thank you, Kaz, for doing that. I'm surprised you realised it was me with this stupid name. So what we're doing here, it's going to take 12 hours, though. But when Kaz resigns, it should then promote me to kind of gold helmet. It's stupid you can't just pass over the helmet, because I needed Kaz. He was very gracious in setting up the fellowship for me as I was away at the start of the server. And obviously we don't want to fall behind on fellowship levels, so he very graciously started the fellowship for me. But it's strange that you can't just do that and then hand over the gold helmet to someone else. You have to go through this, again, bloated handover process, which is a bit stupid. But we'll complete this cinematic thing. Hopefully it's a quick one, and then we can rename ourselves so people actually know who we are. Traveller's Boots. An accessory that we can't equip till we're level 20 anyway, so. This is me. Sorry, HW, my internet was cooked and had workouts. It's not an issue, mate. We're sorting out the kind of handover process of the fellowship. Kaz kindly stepped in and put it on. Once it's handed over to me, I'll officer you as well, and you can control. So for those who don't know and are planning on joining the team, Meat will be one of the main leaders of the fellowship, basically, and help keep everyone on track. I think a lot of people will know him. He's done a lot of like redoing people's accounts and things like that to get their gear and commander respect in good order. So yeah, very knowledgeable player. Cool, bit more affluence, bit more gear, 100 gems again. How many gems are we up to now? Because I might just... The temptation just to spend it all on Mathams immediately. Just to see, I just want some commander imitation. I think respect is very important early on, so probably should try and pick that up. Right, helm on Gimli, give him a bit more HP. That helm actually doesn't give attack. There we go, give him the skull cap. And then, there we go. Do we have a might weapon? We don't, so there's no synergy to be gained there. Do we have a weapon now for Merry and Pippin? Not yet. Right, we need to rename ourselves and give ourselves a jazzy avatar. Does anyone have an opinion on any of the bog standard avatars we should pick? I feel like this guy, there's his beard's probably closest to mine, or this guy. It's probably a bit fuller than mine. Screw it, let's be this guy. And we can change our jazzy backgrounds from a fortress to Argonath to the Hills of Darkness. Let's go Argonath, why not? And we can change our name, which of course we will do. There we go. Probably should welcome everyone who's joined the team. Yeah, welcome to Seabass, welcome to Rain, Balacamus, Kaz as well. Drop him a thank you in game as well. So yeah, welcome everyone who's joining. Lots of people in here. We've got Ajax the Bold, we've got Thranduil, Fingolf in the Dark, Juve Zhao Train of Neon. Welcome, welcome. Bear Hugs, Magic Man. Tons of people in here. We've got Pi, Grave Walker. Welcome basically everyone in here. Thank you everyone for coming and joining. Once we've got the fellowship full, we can have a run through of everyone in there. And if people haven't already, I will... I need to put my Discord server link in the description. It's not in there at the moment, but I will chuck it in the description when the video releases straight onto YouTube. And anyone who has joined our team, jump in the Discord, and then you'll be kept up to date of goings on. You know, you can be notified outside the game, basically, and make your life a little bit easier. Cool. Let's keep Thranduil doing all these little events we need. So we need to upgrade our lumber and stone tribute. And it looks we need to upgrade all of them. And we do have tier 2 troops as well, I'm acutely aware. So we haven't got any yet actually. But soon we should be able to take a few higher level tiles. So we'll keep an eye out for when those come in. Yeah, welcome everyone in here. I love this name, Seabass. I think it's in mine. Might be Bull. I can't remember. Sorry, Seabass. But yeah, it's in my current main team server as well, and it always makes me chuckle when I see the name. I think it's a great name. Captinian here as you. So you're a naughty Cap Kaz. It's either you or Kaz both playing at once. Kira, yes, is in Bull. Yeah, sorry, I knew it was either mine or Bull. And I've read the name a ton of times in current season, but yeah, that name just always cracks me up. Chapter 10. Cool, let's keep flying through this. We want to get our ring level to level 10 so we can start having 3 commander formations. So let's just fly through these if we can. Is that everything we needed? It is. Is that enough affluence as well? Oh, did we get some gear there as well? I think I clicked through a little bit too quickly. What did we get? We got a cutlass with command, which is actually really useful if we're going to use, say, Merry and Pippin as kind of a tank. Because you got, well, it's kind of a support commander rather than a tank, but a little bit of support skill between Palantir, Scryer, and War Chant. So actually command gear will be quite useful for him. And of course using attack gear on basically everybody else. So we've got another one of these things. There's tons of them. A few too many for my personal liking, but we move. Are we ring level 10 yet? Not quite, but this might get us there if we finish this one off. 2 commanders reach level 12, so we need 2,000 experience. Did I see that one of these gave 2,000 experience? So this one here is recommended for level 12s, gives 1,000. That gives 300. How much do we get for... We've taken level 4 land. We can't be far off. Let's just do this. Can't be far off being able to take higher than level 4 land. I assume we're not far off. Imbull, appreciate it. Happy to be here. My bad. My bad. Hades from Banish. It's great to see so many people from my current season jumping in. I think it's always good when you can have, you know, competition and fights in server and it's kind of kept within server. I know sometimes people fall out, but it's nice people can just put it aside and then play together at the same time as well, I always think. Just a game at the end of the day. Right, another wonderful cinematic sequence. We're going to have a ton of these. This stream is just going to be 2 hours of these little cinematic clips. Give me a simulate function where I can skip it, please. People don't want to see these, I don't think. Maybe you do. Maybe I'm way off key and people love these, but I hope these don't come to the main game. They're just such a waste of time. Right, off we go. How long is this one going to be? Oh, we just completely dodged all the enemies. Oh no, we didn't. It's quite nice that normally on these streams I have my dog bothering me the entire time, but giving him a brand new bone and he's spent over an hour now just having a whale of a time with it, so literally give the dog a bone and it keeps him occupied for hours. So we're not quite level 12, we're 800 XP off, so if we take 1 tile that should get us there. Is there a level 5 tile we can see what the levels are on one of those? Level 12, I reckon that's possible. Let's take a level 5 stone tile and see what the damage is. Oh, it says we're more than manageable, so that shouldn't be an issue. Maybe I'm being unambitious and I should instead have gone for a level higher. If I'd seen how easy that said it was going to be, I would have done it a while ago. Cool, so I can now invite and approve various people. I'm basically just going to accept people as they go. If you, in fact, the people called, I know I've only just done this, so I'm a bit of a hypocrite. Those who are called Tactician, if you could change your name as soon as possible, I can, of course, get you in and know who's who, basically. So it's just good to know who's who rather than having a ton of Tacticians. But I've got no issue with anyone and everyone that wants to join, getting them in. If we end up with more than 200 people, we'll just set up a second fellowship and have 2 running side by side. I see no issues with any of that. Cool. Nice and easy on that tile. Didn't lose too many units, and we got the level 12 that we were looking for, which is great. Another level experience warrior. The next one will be pretty good, getting that attack stack boosted up, because when you've got this low attack plus 6 is actually a, you know, it's a 20% boost on its own before you start getting the stacks. So that'll be a huge boost to Gimli's damage. Right, does this get us up to ring level 10? Looks like it does. Time to build the market. I'm way ahead of you, Gimli. Reputation level 10. There we go. So we can now... Oh, we need to activate another ring ability before we can do that. So we have to take extract. It forces us to do that. I am acutely aware that we do have skill points just kind of wasting away as well. But I don't want to waste them too much. So dominance for more territory limit. Oh, we actually need ring level 12, not level 10. So even though we've got this unlocked, we can't proceed to Command Arts 1 until we're level 12. That's always frustrating. What about Gather? Gather is 15, so maybe it'd actually be best to just take Stone from a ring level 5. It's encouraging us to do it, and has it just used our ring points because it forced us to do it? Oh no, it didn't use any, it just gave us Stone. Okay, that's handy. Because if possible, I'd like to take a higher level tile. Though that's way too high. Maybe it's not possible yet. Probably being over ambitious here. So we have got a level 15 event over here. Gives 4,000 XP, but we're not quite there yet. Meanwhile, we have the level 8 one, so we'll send Thranduil over here. Maybe we'll just take a couple more tiles with Gimli for now. At some point, I am going to pick up this 99p thing here, as well as the season pass, just because we'll have then a bit more stamina or stamina potions, just so it's not very interesting on stream if I've got no stamina and all my main commanders. Oh, we've unlocked the tavern, which I didn't actually mean to click. Hopefully we get some good gear and respect tips in here to begin with. What do we get? So, oh yeah, just some simple gear ones. Well, I don't know what that is. Mirkwood Assassin. Okay, off you go. Oh, these are going to be more of those cinematic trails we have to do to get these, isn't it? I hope we don't have to keep doing them, but I think that's what it's going to be. Why do we have 23 tasks? Oh, it's where I've been clearing the mist. We have a ton of resources that are just sitting around for us to pick up. Okay, let's do so. Why would I want to share that? An elite army. Go on then. What have we got? Tier 1 soldiers. I thought it said it was going to give us tier 2, and then it gives us dwarven footmen. We're getting quite close to resource limit again. We should probably just do a massive build spree. Because every time we claim one of these, obviously we gain a chunk of resource. So much clicking. This could have been just one interaction. Why is there not a collect all button again? Unnecessary. The problem is you put people at risk of thinking that the main game is just going to be this kind of tap and wait kind of game, whereas it's not that at all. It is a game you kind of have to engage with to kind of keep moving forwards. What ring level are we now? So we're still 10. Why don't we get our ring points regenerating then and just use one of these for now? So we've got so many more of these. Level 12 one here gives 1,000 XP. This level 6 one here just gives resource, which we don't need at the minute, so I'm not going to rush that one. What's it asking us to do in the market? I mean, we've already done this. Okay, more stone. So it's 1,000 XP for that level 12, but what do we get for actually taking a tile? About the same, to be fair, so maybe it is worth doing this. And I suppose you use less stamina as well doing these, so potentially worthwhile doing them just to save that stamina. Okay, a little bit more gear. We've got a fortitude set coming in between these two. We can add them in if we want, which I don't think we do, as that Dirk isn't particularly great. So we'll leave everything as is for now. And then we also add another to claim, a little bit more resource coming in. Let's go do another one of these cinematic episodes. I think we need to do them to get that reputation reward that's available from these, because we want to get to that ring level 12. We probably need to do these in order to get to that level, because then we can get 3 commanders in our formation and then start seriously taking some tiles. So potentially I've been wasting a little bit of stamina on Gimli, etc. by doing that, but we'll use Thranduil probably afterwards, and I don't really mind who's my main, because none of them are particularly high respect at the minute anyway. Right, off we go. It's a lot of just kind of tap and wait, tap and wait. Come on then. Job done. Sorry if you can hear the clicking of his bone in the background slightly as well. Apologies. I don't actually know what the audio quality is like at the minute. I've picked up a new microphone, but in my new office, it's I haven't got many soft furnishings at the minute, so it is a little bit echoey in here. So if the audio does sound echoey, apologies. But anyway, we pick up, again, reputation being the main thing we're looking for, but we also get some more gems, XP, another weapon as well in that in the Morning Star. Gives commander attack, but also gives command. If we do get another sharp blade helm, potentially, that might be something we look to use, as it will give sharp blade to be a very good set for season 1, where your commanders are low, you know, your gear's low enough level that you actually need the bonus attack to come from it. Cool, how close to level 13? A couple of hundred XP off. Well, this says level 15, but I think we're just going to commit and see what happens. Is that wise? Maybe we should go up one more level before we do it. Are any of these level 12 is the real question. Because that would be ideal. Doesn't look like it. Screw it. Let's take one more tile. It'll be level 13, and then we can take on that level 15 challenge. In the meantime, we will go through Thranduil's challenge, see where we end up. You can hear him enjoying the bone. Apologies, he's, as long as it keeps him quiet and not barking, it's a lot better. For those who aren't in home, I've promised some of the home players who will get pictures of my dog repeatedly. They demand that I purchase him a cape. And I've said, if we win this season, I will buy him a cape. Maybe I should put it on my YouTube banner at the top once I've got it. Can we run away from these, or are they going to chase us? Oh, there we go. Absolutely no interest in fighting all of those. So I wonder, if we don't pick that up, do we not get the 500 wood at the end if we hadn't picked that up? Eomer. Where did Faramir and Eowyn first meet each other? Well, they met each other in the Houses of Healing at Minas Tirith, post Pelennor Fields. Okay, do we have to kill these now? Yes, we do. Let's just stand in this gap and let them come to us. But yeah, hopefully most of you guys in chat or joining as viewers have decided to join in. Again, if those who've only recently joined, if you haven't, you can just on the login screen choose to make a new character, click season 1 and join server 1402. If you spawn kind of Ferodwaith, northwest kind of area, choose that region. Oh, I lost. Ah! What did I do wrong? Oh, I have no idea. I wasn't really expecting to lose against a level 8. Oh, they're level 7. That's so poor. What's this one over here? Is it level 8 as well? The problem is now, does that mean I have to go straight back through that cinematic all over again? Brilliant. You're good for this then, Thranduil. There we go. Maybe he won't be my main formation. Just probably lacks a bit of the damage skill needed, I think. How close are we on those tier 2s? So we do have 300 tier 2s, so we could look to give Gimli tier 2 here as well. In fact, we might do that. Just to see how he goes within this event using those tier 2 troops. Probably need... There we go, they've leveled up. So now they are level 8. Maybe I need to go one more level so they have... So there's another skill. Can't believe I failed that. Maybe it was because I didn't attack those enemies earlier on. I then picked up like the unit resupply after, before I fought them, whereas I should have fought them before that. Who knows? I'm going to make him do it again anyway. We'll find out. I didn't know you could fail those. I'm failing the beginner tutorials of the game, guys. I'm literally failing at the tutorials. And that's interesting. So you get the stamina back regardless. So if you lose, you don't lose stamina. So there's no reason kind of not to do these. What about when you succeed? So when you succeed, you do still use stamina, but if you fail, you can just try over and over and over again without losing anything. That's useful. Useful to know that I can just keep hitting these trails and I won't lose the stamina. Maybe we'll send Gimli's formation to this one as well. Okay, 10 pieces of land. We've achieved that, so we are one more to go. Eliminate the Great Spider, which is another level 8 one. So we'll send Thranduil there after we've recompleted this. So it looks like this one here was a resupply. So I think we should have killed everything on our way instead of leaving it all to then all, gang attack us at once. So let's kill everything we possibly can before we then go meet AMF. Welcome, Gregory, Soldier 84 from King. Welcome, welcome. Hopefully you've chosen to join in and jump in with us. I have about 600 Discord DMs at this point as well. I probably should go through those. I think a lot of people are asking kind of how to join. So if anyone hasn't seen, I think I've said it about 5 times, you can just click a new character on the login menu, join the season 1, is server 1402, and as long as you select kind of the northwest kind of region, you will be able to join in with home. Is there meant to be some more enemies appearing here who haven't appeared? I don't want to pick up this resupply yet then. I probably want to... Yeah, we've already done this. No, don't take that. Pain. I didn't want to take that because when the ambush comes, it'd be good to be able to resupply midway through it, seeing as they all died last time. Right, so we've got this ambush again. Hopefully they don't lose this time. Maybe it should be more, rather than getting 5-on-1, I should instead be... Or should I be fighting back here to let Eowyn get involved? Because we're actually going to lose here again by the looks of it. I don't want to do this cinematic 5 times over. Yeah, I do think we're not going to be successful here. Although, got a little bit of HP left, we might get lucky. Just praying. Come on, last one. Oh, I think we will just about do it. Thank God I don't have to go through this again. It's an enormous waste of time. Oh, what are we doing now? Defeat the mountain troll. I'm going to do that without some kind of resupply here. Is there something obvious I'm missing? How are we meant to do this without a troop resupply? Or do I just let Eowyn take the bullet? Or should I have let Eowyn take the bullet beforehand? Because as soon as we engage here, we're just going to die. Surely. Am I missing something here, guys? Because we're getting rid of these, but we've got literally 1 HP. So we meant to be like baiting the mountain troll in and then let Eowyn kill it. Eowyn, take the damage. I think this is the opposite of what we're meant to be doing, but... Oh, she absolutely rinsed it. Okay. We're meant to be the protectors, and we basically just ran away and let Eowyn do everything. But oh well, we still got our gems. That was much harder than it needed to be. Right, let's beat this great spider as well. And let's see how Gimli gets on with the level 15 one. This might be a little bit beyond him, but let's find out. Right, looks like we're fighting Warns. And Ents, interestingly. Why are we fighting the Ents? So why are Rohan fighting with the Ents? It's a bit lore confusing. Keep fighting through those. Hello, Radagast. Yeah, I do think so far this season one is a little bit of a drag so far. They do need to speed it up. There's too many of these cinematic things. 1 or 2 or 3 maybe a day, fine. But 10 to 15 or whatever. How many have we had so far? We've had tons. And I assume it's only going to keep coming. It's a little bit too much. It's a little bit too slow. Stalls your progression. I do think they should... yeah, speed this up somewhat. But yeah, it's not too bad. I also think they could really do with adding in like an easy way for people to get tier 3s within the first couple of days. I think that would really motivate people. It doesn't have to be a top tier 3. It could be, like I said, Thranduil, Radagast, something like that, and I think that will really motivate people to play when they think they've got like an upper level of commander. That would definitely help. I think I don't see the need to gatekeep very mid comms. Like, get people engaged. I get that we got Gimli for free straight off the bat, which is very good, but they could definitely build upon that and just do that little bit more, just to kind of engage people, kind of speed up the early progression, and give you something to work towards. Maybe have one of these where you save Radagast or something like that, and you get him as your commander. Something along those lines. I think that would be a more fun use. People would be more engaged with these cinematics, because at the minute we're just doing them for experience and blue gear. It's not enthralling, I'd say. So it looks like we took that down fairly easily, which is a nice 4k of XP there for Gimli. He leveled up as well. And then we've got Thranduil's one of eliminating the Great Spider, when he struggled so hard on the last level 8, so I'm a little bit worried about this one. Why have we started with half HP? Am I missing something? Wait, why have we got half HP right off the bat? Right, I'm probably just going to lose this, but I'm going to very quickly pop and refill my water, and I'll be back in 1 minute, basically. So give me a second. Oh, surprised by that. He actually did take the Great Spider while I was away. I thought I was going to lose. It only said we were on half HP, but yeah, I don't know what happened, but it looks like they did a good job. And there we go. That's our rewards for today for the winter battle plan claimed. Annoyingly, it doesn't quite get us to this chest. So I imagine we'll get that tomorrow, and that'll give us 200 gems. Sorry about the background noise. The dog's decided to have a wander around. Shh. Come on. Throwing his ball around the room. What have you done? I've been muted again. Apologies. I'm muted since dealing with the dog. I'm so sorry. Thank you for reminding me, Bell Canvas. Bit of a late night last night, so that's twice I've done that now. Did it at the start of the stream and then done it a second time. Sorry, I was talking through how I was going to use my gems to get just pick up 5 more Malthams to see if we can get a little bit more respect in. And I was really happy that we got 300 Gimli respect, as of course he's kind of our main tier 2 at the minute. So here's who we're trying to get up as much as possible and get an AMR manuscript though, which is a little bit frustrating, as he'll probably feature quite heavily once we have him unlocked. Do get a little bit across the season pass. Of course, we might pick this up, and then we'll get Theoden in as well, and then we can have some kind of mounted formation going as well. But first, we need to look to level up Gimli. So stone tiles are level 18. That's probably... Is that a little bit beyond him? What tiles has he taken so far? Level 5. So do we have a level 6 tile around here somewhere that we can look to test him on first? In fact, let's do it this way. So they're level 15, these level 6 tiles. It says we'll be well matched, so let's send and see if it goes, see how it goes. If it's easy, we'll move on to level 7. If it's not easy, we will we'll stick to these for a little bit and level him up. Yeah, sorry for the audio issue again, guys. It's trying to manage the background noise. I think I've probably got 30-40 minutes, and then I'll probably log off the stream for now. I'm probably going to look to try and stream this probably tomorrow as well. Just try and give people updates, and I will be producing update videos on this. Anyone watching, I do absolutely encourage you to come and join in as well, as I'll give updates. I'll go through like people within the fellowship, things like that, their battle reports and things like that. So, you know, I can talk through and you can feature if you want, and you're welcome to join home as well. Seabass 3. So this is a level 6 land with 3 level 15s. I'm surprised that's taken so much damage off. Are we about to just get absolutely pummeled here? Because we've only got 2 commanders. I think we're about to feel a world of pain here. I think this was probably a massive mistake, judging from that. But we move. We might have to send another commander here. Thankfully, the death rate is significantly reduced. What did I get? I got a draw. 1 minute expiry of the draw. Okay, so we get speed ups and some grain because the game feels sorry for us drawing. You can tell it's season 1. But we do get some nice levels in there as well. But we get level 15, which is useful. So that is that level I mentioned on Experienced Warrior, which is great. We get that big boost of attack coming through, which will massively increase his damage. Now the decision, I guess, kind of is, do we add Thranduil to our formation? And then, because he has, you know, damage skills and probably the best stats of all our commanders at the minute. Or do we add Merry and Pippin in and use him as that support with that attack boost, which will obviously help Faramir and Gimli deal additional damage. We could even put Thranduil in for Faramir as well if we wanted, as his stats are better already at level 9 than level 15 Faramir. I might even do that. I think I might go Thranduil, Faramir, Merry and Pippin. No, sorry. Gimli, Thranduil, Merry and Pippin. And see how it goes. If we just had a second draw. We're just massacring these troops. Thankfully, the death rate is 50% reduced in the first day, so it's not quite as costly as it is in the main campaign. How many more of these little event things have we got then? So we've got this one at level 18. I don't know how many more we've got. I don't think we have any more, so that's good. It's just going to be taking tiles, and we go back to classic game. Let's take a look at the leaderboard. It's been a while since I've taken a scan of those. Still around 40th, but we haven't really been taking tiles. Top is Lord Crom, who's in King Under the Mountains team. He's got 4,900 affluence. Next is Tactician 290874. Someone in home. If you rename yourself, it'd be a lot easier for me to give you a call out. And then we got James IG as well. Estel is in Stop. We have XPAH in Bane. Seabass, of course, one of mine. Tharwin, why are you in King Under the Mountains team? You absolute traitor. You're killing me. But yeah, there we go. And then fellowship-wise, home's top at the minute, quite substantially. I think we have more players than most, potentially, although I don't think I've been letting people in. I probably should be doing so. In you come, everyone. Apologies. I'm trying to do 20 things at once. Get in the team, everyone. So that'll probably skew the leaderboards further now. There we go, 104k. Doing quite well at the minute. So Stop is second team for somebody. I'm not sure who that is. Bane, I'm assuming that is... So it's led by Oakenshield. I'm assuming this is a second team for King Under the Mountain, I would assume. Although he's got spots available to use. Oh no, there's a second team for King Under the Mountain as well. There we go. There's actually a few fellowships in here. Stop might just be... oh no, it's literally called second team, so it is somebody's. But Bane might just be a regular team, or it might be one of the other creators in the server. Tharwin, you're letting me down. How are you not in home? Right, we got that tile there, so that's good. We did lose a ton of our tier 2s, so we might actually have to speed through these, as we did just massacre most of our troops in true HJW fashion. Do. Right, so those level 6s are probably a little bit beyond us, but see, I thought we got reputation for doing that just then, but it looks like we didn't. Anyway, we got another one of these. So this is scouting for supplies. That doesn't give us any affluence. So reputation, sorry. So how do we get that little bit more reputation? What do we need to do? Do we get some for taking tiles? And if so, is there a level of tile we've missed? We've got 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So it's not for that. How do we gain that tiny little bit more? So it looks like that's not going to be for another 12 hours. Not too interested in that. Anyway, let's just complete the tavern tips anyway. Right, so we need to just take a load of tiles. We need to take all these level 6 tiles, as many as we can. But just frustrating that we're that close. Is there anything I'm missing? Anyone in the chat, if you know, if there's anything I'm missing? All we want is command arts. Yeah, if anyone knows, is there anything I've missed that would give us additional reputation? Middle-earth trails, fellowship objectives, affluence, server progress. So we haven't got the fellowship objectives one. So if I add a ton of fellowship objectives, be honest, the first time I've done most of these. Yeah, fellowship upgrade. There we go. Fellowship XP. There we go. But then does this reward with actual reputation? Or does it just give us contribution for the fellowship? It's not particularly clear how we get it. All I want is that 15. 15. That's all I need. Oh. Right. So do we get reputation for completing this? It's a level 18, it says it recommends. But I think we might have to just commit to it just to try and get that level up. We might lose, but I think last time it refunded our stamina. So we'll go for this. We'll see if we can complete it. It's a bit high recommended level, but yeah, we'll see what happens. Thranduil done there. We'll get Thranduil doing this other one over here as well, just to complete our tavern tips. But let's see. Oh, is that some reputation we're getting there? Oh, there we go. There we go. Completing tavern tips did give us the amount. There we go. Finally get the amount of reputation we needed. So actually, we've just wasted 10 stamina on Gimli here. Oh, screw it. It's worth the try. Since we've already done the march, we might as well give it the try, but we probably need 3 commanders in this formation to be able to do this. But we should be able to take high level tiles anyway, even if we do fail this. So let's try and avoid, if we can, some of these fights, but it looks like we can't. Oh, it's worrying how much damage we're taking, even on these low level fights. Oh, we meant to be keeping them alive. Yeah, I think we are. Have I failed because they just died? Hopefully not. Or are they just helping us deal damage? There we go, hobbits. Come on. Deal some damage to this Mummakil for me. So is that now a victory? Have we managed to do that, even though we were somewhat under-leveled for it? Oh, we did. That's nice. It's always useful, so that gets the bit of reputation. Though actually we don't really need it now, because we did get that final bit. But it's good to get that amount of XP in for Gimli as well. Problem we got now is our Faramir is just so higher leveled compared to the others, and I actually kind of want to take him out for Thranduil and Merry and Pippin. We could do the XP switch, I suppose. Sorry, 1 second. Right, let's do Thranduil's task now, and then we'll probably do an XP switch and flip up our formation and see how that does on tiles. I reckon long term Thranduil is probably a better choice than Faramir, just because the gap between an epic commander and a mythic stats wise is pretty huge. Don't get me wrong, I don't think Thranduil is particularly great, but just stats wise he's a lot higher than Faramir. Hopefully this is the last of these we have to do. Open 4 chests. So we can just sneak round the back. That's handy. Is that done without having to fight the enemies? Nice. More resources in that we don't actually massively need at the minute. Let's flip up this team and let's see how a 3-commander team can do in our with our tile taking, and see if we get a lot better than we did before. Nice reports coming in. How do I add a channel here? Who knows? Maybe it has to wait till Kaz hands over, basically, and then I should be able to do it. And there we go. We get, oh, we've got a siege chest. Brilliant. Of course it was siege. Right, where's this expertise? XP switch. So let's swap Thranduil and Faramir like that. Done. Though it might have been better to just use Thranduil at that level 9 and just level him up through taking the high level tiles, but we'll just keep going this way for now. And let's put our formation like this and see how that does. See if that's more, you know, that's improved on where we were a minute ago. So we took the level 6 tile, but we struggled and lost a lot of units. Let's see how we do now with the 3 army formation. Hopefully a lot better. Make sure we get those skills in first as well, of course. Faramir is actually not in the formation, but let's get gear on as well. What do we got? So a commander attack chest. Oh no, we haven't put gear on them. There's always something. There's always something I mess up. Cosmin, Stefan, Jauba, you've joined home. Thank you very much. Thank you for joining. Very much appreciated. I'll go through and approve as many people as possible. Storm's in. Ton of people here who've just logged in by the looks of power, so feel free to log in, and if you're playing, feel free to try and join in. Doing quite well at the minute. We're top of the fellowship rankings currently, so hopefully we can do well. Well, that report looks significantly better than last time. As you can see, massive jump up in ability there, not losing many units at all. So it looks like level 6 tiles are our level for, you know, that's our kind of, yeah, our level for a couple of tiles now. Maybe it'd be even easier when I actually gear up the commanders as well. It might be even stronger. So we'll recall and put gear on and see how we do. So it looks like I've done all kind of the side missions. I think I just need to do the red book as well. Maybe I'll do that in a moment, which will take some tiles, but then we should have kind of all the free rewards for today kind of claimed. I will continue to take as many tiles as possible, and then you can see tomorrow where I've ended up. We're running a little bit behind, of course, as I did start an hour late, so hopefully we can catch up with most people. Let's gear all these boys up. So first, Gimli. Now we've unlocked this might-based chest, it is worth using some kind of might-based helm. So even though this doesn't give attack, I reckon that might booster might be more advantageous. Although actually we can just, okay, that's even better. We can just switch our weapon to might and get that in. I'm going to for now use this fortitude cap. Actually, I'll decide that. Actually, no, I might check everyone else first. It might be better actually to use fortitude on Thranduil maybe if I have two, which I do. So I use that to get up Thranduil's attack. I will use the skull cap again to get up his attack and get that fortitude boost, so he'll take less troop damage. And then weapon wise again, we want max attack. That Urukai pike seems to be doing well as well. It gives you more attack than both of these two weapons with the same amount of damage, so I think we'll stick with that for now. And then Merry and Pippin are kind of being our support, so we want command on those if possible. So unit attack and defense, there we go. course, I need to give a helm back to Gimli. Now I've taken his off, so let's just go for any one of these that gives attack. Which one gives the most? There we go, the one that's already on. We might even be able to attempt a level 7 tile, but maybe we'll take one more level 6 first. If I can find one. This one here. Of course, we could even like clairvoyance them and find things that we do well against. So like for example, this one's trolls. I know we counter them, but I don't know if trolls is a good tile or not to hit. I'll be honest, as it's season 1 and losses are low anyway, we're just going to go for it. We're just going to send it. But yeah, over the rest of today, whilst I'm playing and just kind of, I will be off stream for a little bit, I'm probably going to look to pick up this Aragorn King of Men just to get another tier 2 commander in. He's a pretty good physical damage dealer, so I reckon there's a little bit of value there, and it's 99 pence. And of course I'll get the stamina potions from both of these as well, and I'll probably pick up the season pass as well. But yeah, I'll be doing that through my creator code, so if anyone's looking to pick anything up, even like the cheap deals, feel free to use the creator code. You might save yourself some money. I think that 99p offer ends up being about 70 cents for me once it ends up being 99 cents, which is about 70p in England, so it saves me a little bit. But the season pass and everything like that, obviously I save a couple of quid every time I do that, so depending on your exchange rate to the dollar, you could save yourself some money. So even though we countered it, that troll formation's a lot harder than when you don't face trolls, so yeah, we might look to avoid those in the future. A couple more levels into Merry and Pippin, who are basically in here solely just to boost the attack of the other two. Once we get them up to rank 5, they could actually be a reasonably decent tank, but yeah, we'll have to see. I don't know whether Faramir would have been the better choice, as he does still boost attack here as well. But we'll see. It might have been better just to go 3 damage dealers at this point as well, with support skills being so poor. But yeah, I don't think we're quite ready yet for level 7. Oh, maybe we are. Maybe if we find a nice easy one, we could hit a level 7 tile. Next, what tiles are people taking? Kiri said Tharwin's got a level 8 tile. Interesting, he does indeed. Nicely done. And that's the lowest kind of leadership level. And he did that with level 18 on Boromir. Yeah, he's done well to get Boromir. It looks like he spent a little bit, judging from the gear levels on here, which we of course haven't done yet. Oh, with gold gear, yeah, definitely. We won't be, but yeah, I don't think we'll have gear quite that level, so we'll stick with our level 7 tiles for now. See, that one looks quite easy, but I'll just look at some of the others just to be sure there's not one that I judge to be easier. You know, Usura, is that easier than Agzok? 120% 2 enemy formations. We've got a guy with a Dane rank 2. Wow. Someone's already got respect to Dane. Is that within home? That's quite impressive. There's some great commanders on here. People who've already got Gandalf the Grey. A couple of Treebeards on here as well. I think those are probably the lone ones. But yeah, a Dane obviously therefore is an actual pull, so it's quite impressive. Is he in Fellowship chat? Oh my god, Captain, brilliant. R2 Dane already, holy moly. R1 Gimli and R3 Gandalf the Grey already. Okay, that's, yeah, very, very good. It's going to be a beast. Anyway, back to what we're looking at. So we're trying to debate whether Usura with 120% damage, is that harder than Agzok, who has 240% damage? What's the gear? One has evasive action. This one has... Oh, it's a cutlass. This is probably the easiest one. Let's see how we do. Although actually we're not full on... we weren't full on shield bearers. So we will... heal those up and then get sending. Another Matham and some gems from completing some season tasks. What do we need to do for this? Grain for conscription. We've almost gained enough reputation, which will put us up another level. Of course, season pass will put us up another couple of levels as well. First occupation rewards as well for level 7 tiles, and actually that wasn't, you know, scouting a good army meant that we actually didn't take that much damage, so we get a nice 4,000 XP here. Not too bad at all, not too bad at all. Let's look at some of these other reports. So Hades here did pick up the Aragorn Respect one as well, Gimli as well, it's always a good choice of formation. A lot of Gimli and Faramir's of course in this region. Oh wow, he's got a rank 2 Gandalf the White as well, captain. So it's the same player who's using Dane. Wow. That's going to be insane. That is going to be insane. So one of these was Usra as well, wasn't it? I think it was this one. Problem is we're a little bit low on those tier 2s, so we're actually going to have to sub in a few tier 1s here. We'll do that on Merry and Pippin for now, as he has the highest command, so he's the least likely to lose a ton of them. What was the gear on this? So the problem is with this one is the gear is much better. Battle Axe and Warcry. I think that's not something I want to engage with. And tiles, the armies and tiles change overnight anyway, so I can end up tackling it another time. What we got here? We got a Sharku with command-based gear. Okay, perseverance could be a problem, but I don't see Sharku being a massive issue. Let's just try that and see what we get kind of results-wise if it's similar. How do we get on with this one? No, a little bit more loss. A little bit more loss. So Sharku's a little bit more. That's probably that perseverance gear, to be honest. A little bit more damage to be taken from him, but you know, getting some good levels in with our commanders here. Almost level 17. Oh, we do need to remember to put a chest piece on Merry and Pippin. I don't think any of these are particularly great. Let's put the breastplate on just because it gives unit defense, unless I have anything else that can give a set effect, I suppose. I don't think we do, because Fortitude's being used on Thranduil, so it doesn't look like that's the case at the minute. It's R3 now. And AMA's R5. Holy moly. It's going to be absolutely slaying the tiles at the minute. Welcome, welcome to the team, Captain. He's going to be absolutely hammering through these tiles with that commander. Let's find a few more of these easy tiles. Another Usra. So he's got. I'm just not a huge fan of the damage gear with a good damage set effect at the minute. I know Usra is easy, but you know, if we can avoid losses as much as possible while we have the choice, I think I will do so. Agzok, evasive action, command gear. Let's give it a try. Let's see what happens. Not much stamina left, of course, on our on our Gimli and Thranduil, etc. Do 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 do. Gimli just marching around. That is insane, having a Respect 5 already day one. Good gear as well, good set effects. It's going to be very, very strong. A bit more loss again. Agzok, again, is pretty painful, so we know that Usura with poor gear is the one to kind of choose if we can. So we'll keep hunting around for some of these clairvoyants in these tiles, finding the nice easy ones. So we definitely want to avoid if there's like an Agzok with good set effects. For example, this has got actually a very high damage weapon on, even though it's focus based. Absolutely not about that. Again, Perseverance, although it's a command weapon, I think Perseverance could be tough, as it's a set effect that synergizes well with increasing his damage, which we want least as possible. Can we get a nice Usura with siege buff? Again, damage weaponry and trolls, which is not what we want. Trolls again. Am I about to start my usual server start of just finding trolls and hard enemies constantly? What we got? We got an Ugthak, which we haven't hit yet. Pretty high damage and battle axe with flay. No, thank you. We'll hit one more tile, get that level, see what we do, and then I might take a little break for lunch, I think. But we have got level 17s here already, as you can see, which is great. We've got a Usura here, damage weapon and flay. I don't like it. I probably will start hitting these at some point, but just for now, we're trying to play as safe as possible early on. Just because we're a little bit low on those tier 2 troops. Try and get as many as possible. Sharky with Perseverance. I might take that one just because Sharky's damage isn't massive. Let's see if we find a better one. Another Sharky with Perseverance. But yeah, I might just go over and take those Sharkies. Khaldun, what's his damage? Normal attack steal. Ooh, his damage is pretty low, and he's got a command weapon. I reckon this one might be an easy one. Let's go. Use up the last of that stamina. Me. Yeah, as promised, if I win, which obviously we're a long way off from there, I imagine, I think the favourite for the server, despite early farm rankings, I think the favourite for the server's probably got to be King Under the Mountain, as I know a lot of people have joined his team, put his advertisements out a little bit earlier as well. I think he's got to be the favourite, but if we do win, I will buy Winston a cape. And if you're in my Discord, I will put the Winston cape pictures all over the Discord, so feel free to come and have a look when that's available. Oh. Ooh, that looked like it hurt, actually. I thought Khaldun was going to be a nice easy one, but actually that was a lot of pain. Not ideal. What do we get when this is maximised? All formations get increased attack. I think that with 3 allied formations, it's already giving it, so it's not actually going to be much of a change there. But that is actually the stamina for our kind of main team here. And I think that might be where we call it on the stream, to be honest. I could do with some lunch, and I think the dog could do with a walk. So I think we'll call it there. Again, if you want to join and you want to play and join in this server, if you join a new server, within your main character, if you go on the login screen and you click the character icon in the top corner, or the little kind of world, you can click Season 1 and join server 1402 of the Season 1. That will then put you in this server, and I think you can choose any region, but you might have to choose either the Elves or Erebor or something like that. I think I chose Erebor and was near the location. And then if you join home, it will then relocate you nearer to your fellowship. So for example, I think I spawned over here somewhere, and then when I joined home, it's now relocated me up into the Blue Mountains, as you can see. So if you want to join and come and play with me, jump in, join server 1402, choose Erebor and join home, and you'll get relocated with us, and you're very welcome to come and play with me. We're all fun here. There's lots. Doesn't matter if you're free to play or a spender. We're all inclusive here, so feel free to jump in. I'll put my Discord link down in the description as well. So if you join that, you can come and chat with us outside the game as well. Anyway, with that, thank you everyone for joining in. I'd appreciate it if you could hit the like button as well, anyone watching, as it really does help get the video out there, and so that would be massively, massively appreciated. But anyway, that's everything from me. So I really hope to see you guys later on. I'll probably stream tomorrow this game as well, so keep an eye out for that. Similar-ish time, 9:10 UTC most likely. So, but I'll put that message out in Discord if so. But yeah, thank you everyone for joining in. Very, very appreciated.